Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. In our previous lecture, we talked about verb. Verb is a word used to express. It's used to express an action or state, or both. So, on the basis of this, there are two different categories of verbs: action verbs and state verbs. State verbs are also called stative verbs. And action verbs, now as far as these action verbs are concerned, these describes an action, physical processes, physical actions like run, walk, talk, grow, eat, etc. All will come under the category of action verbs. Okay, now as far as these state verbs are concerned, they describe a status or quality of something. These are also called state verbs. For example, believe. This is also a verb because it describes a state. Trust, think, astro. All these will come under the category of state verbs. My dear students, in our previous lecture, we also talked about main verb, linking verb, and helping verbs. Now today, inshallah Rahman, we will discuss about the forms of the forms of main verbs. My dear students, look here. There are four forms of main verb: first form, second form, third form, and fourth form. First form is also called present form. Okay. Second form is also called past form. Third form means past participle form. And past participle form is formed by adding ed at the end. Okay. And fourth form means present participle form or continuous form. And present participle form is formed by adding ing at the end. Okay. For example, play, played, played, playing. Present, past form, past participle, because I have already told you that ed is added at the end, and this is present participle form or continuous form. Ing is added at the end. Okay. Now, my dear student, the forms of main verb can be divided into two parts: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Look here, my dear student. When ed suffix is used at the end of the main verb in second or third form, when ed suffix is added at the end of the main verb in the second or third form, okay, this forms the regular verbs are formed like that. How regular verbs are formed? When we add ed suffix at the end of the main verb in second and third form. For example, walk, walked, walked, walked. Ed is added at the end in second form of the main verb. Ed is added at the end in the third form of main verb. So, my dear students, in regular verbs, there is a regularity. There is a regularity in the forms of main verbs. Walk, walked, walked. Play, played, played, playing. Okay, so this is all about the regular verbs. Now we will talk about irregular verbs. Look here, my dear students. In irregular verbs, no ed suffix is used at the end of the main verb in second or third form. No ed suffix is added at the end, okay, in the main form in second and third form. So there is no regularity in the forms of main verb. So what is the main difference between regular and irregular verbs? In regular verbs, there is a regularity in the forms of the main verb, like walk, walked, walked, walking. Talk, talked, talked, this talking. Okay. Play, played, played, playing. Okay. So there is a regularity, a regular pattern is followed in regular verbs. Now, as far as these irregular verbs are concerned, there is no particular pattern, there is no regularity in the forms of the main verb. For example, go. This is go, went, gone, going. So this is a irregular verb. Why this is irregular verb? Because a particular regularity is not followed in the forms of main verb. Not only this, ed is not added at the ed suffix is not added this at the end in the third and second and third forms in the main verb. Okay. Now here there I have wrote down here a list of irregular verbs. Look here, my dear students. Present form or V1 form, past form or V2 form, past participle form or V3 form, present participle or V4 form. Okay. Now awake, first form, awoke, awaken, awaken. So this is a irregular verb. Why this is irregular verb? This is irregular verb because a particular there is no particular regularity in the forms of the main verb, or a particular order is not followed, or in other words we can say that no suffix is added at the end of these forms. Be, was, been, being. Okay, begin, began, begun, beginning. Okay, you can see, my dear students, that no suffix ed is added at the end in the second and the third form of the main verb. Not only this, no regular pattern is formed. That's why these are irregular verbs. Bite, bit, bitten, biting, break, break, broke, broken, breaking, become, became, become, becoming, bring, brought, brought, bringing, come, came, come, coming, drink, drank, drunk, drinking, drive, drove, driven, driving, eat, ate, eaten, eating, find, found, found, finding. Okay, some more examples are here. Get, got, getting, hold, held, held, holding, keep, kept, keeping, know, knew, known, knowing, lost, losing, make, made, making, pay, paid, paying. Okay, say, said, saying, sell, sold, selling, sit, sat, sitting, stand, stood, standing, understand, understood, understanding. Okay, now there are certain irregular verbs, my dear students. There is no change in the three forms. No change will be seen in the three forms. Look here, these are also irregular verbs. Burst, bursting, batting. There is no change in the three forms. Look here, these are same. Cut, cutting. Hit, hitting. Hurt, hurting. Read, reading. Shut, shutting. Okay. Now look here, my dear students. As far as these regular verbs are concerned, I have already told you that ed suffix is added at the end of the main verb in second and third form. D suffix is used at the end of main verb in second and third form if words end with alphabet E. Okay, this is another rule, my dear students. If the word will end with alphabet E, so no ed suffix but D suffix is added at the end. For example, move. MOVE, move. Mood, moving. Okay. IED suffix is used. You should remember these important pointers. Okay. IED suffix is used. Where IED suffix is used? It's used in the second and third form if word ends with alpha. If अगर last में ये वाला alphabet होगा Y, then IED suffix will be used at the end of main verb in second and third form. For example, marry, MARRY, marry. यहाँ पे it is Y is at the end. So I have told you that if a word ends in alphabet Y, then you have to add IED suffix at the end in second and third form, like marry, MARRIED, married. But when a verb end in a consonant and Y, but when there is a consonant, then it is followed by Y. That but when a verb, so this is the rule for this. When first there is a consonant like this, or this is a consonant, and then it ended with this word ended with the letter Y, then we in the this second and third form IED is added. But when a verb ends in a vowel, अगर पहले vowel होगा then उसके बाद Y होगा, then don't remove Y, write down like this: play, played, PLAY, play, PLAYED, played. Okay, don't remove Y at that time. Enjoy, enjoyed. So these are some important points about how you can form second and third form. Okay, now some more examples here. Look here, my dear student. Add, added, adding. These are all irregular verbs. Okay. Move, moving. Marry, married. यहाँ पे मैंने पहले ही आपको बोला that if a word this will end with Y, लेकिन इससे पहले एक consonant होगा, then we have to use IED suffix at the end. Okay. Open, opened, opening. Peep, peeped, peeping. Show, showed, showing. Tie, tying. Thank, thanking. talking. Walked, walking. Wanted. My dear students, another important point. Some verbs can be both regular as well as irregular. So some verbs act both, they can form both regular as well as irregular forms. Here are some examples. Hang, hanging. This is the if they will follow a and if they will not follow a regular pattern, these are this irregular verbs. But regular verbs here, hanging, because I have already told you that some verbs can be both regular as well as irregular. Learning, या रेगुलर फॉर्म्स अगर हम इसकी बनाएंगे, लर्निंग. burnt burning. अगर रेगुलर फॉर्म बनाएंगे, burned burning. ओके. ड्रीम, irregular forms है dreaming, and regular forms dreamed and dreaming. Okay, now this was all about these regular and irregular verbs. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.